Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a video on a topic that I get asked quite a lot about, so I thought I'd kind of answer some of the common questions that people are always throwing at me, and it's about my hair. I get asked quite a lot if it's a weave, so I'm just going to put out there that it's actually my own hair, it's not a weave, obviously not my natural colour, but I'll go into a bit more about that later on. So I'm quarter West Indian, as some of you guys might know. So when I was growing up, my hair, it kind of started off as an afro. I wish I had a picture to show you, but I don't. They're all like at my parents' place in Leeds. But it started off as quite a short kind of afro, and then the more it grew, it just grew into natural curls. It's obviously quite dark naturally. It is, I wouldn't say black, but it's really, really dark brown. And I've always struggled with hairdressers just because they don't know how to kind of cut it or kind of manage it. Because I am quarter West Indian, it's not kind of full, coarse, thick afro hair, but equally it's not kind of really sleek, straight hair. I've straightened my hair quite a few times, and even when it's straight, it's not quite as sleek as maybe Caucasian hair. So it's quite hard, people don't really know how to cut it. Do they cut it wet, dry? The curls are quite long when I've got it wet, and then they just kind of bounce up. So I've always just struggled with hairdressers. And I'm actually really blonde now, as you can see, but I've been told in the past by hairdressers that I can't get it this blonde, like my hair's not going to be able to take it. So I guess I'll just start off with kind of who does my hair now and kind of my hair journey. So I actually have my hair done by the girls at Bleach London, who I really can't recommend enough. So I have Grace at Bleach London, and I usually go to the one in Dalston to see her. And it's been quite of a transition to get it to this colour. So I first went to see her in May, and she did what they call dip lights on it. I'll see if I can find a picture to kind of put up on the screen now to show you what it was first like after the first bleaching session that we had, that I had done on it. So yeah, that was the first one in May. It kind of, I had a reddish brown colour on my hair dye on my hair then, so it kind of left it with a coppery tint to it. If I can find the picture, I'll put it up, and it was kind of a copper tint to it. And then it was the second time around that we managed to get it to more of a blonde colour. So she does dip lights on it, which is kind of foils all over, but leaves some of my natural colour. And then she puts a toner on it, and then usually a conditioning treatment, and she cuts my hair as well. I have to say, like, Grace is the only person I trust with my hair at the minute in terms of dyeing it and cutting it. She just really gets my hair and what I want, so I've just been really fortunate that I found the girls at Bleach, and they've really looked after me. So I usually go back and see her about once every 12 weeks, because my roots grow out. I don't know if you can see. She kind of leaves a root in my hair to make it a bit more natural, but it grows out quite a lot over in the 12 weeks, so then I just go back, she does my roots, a bit more colour all over, and then puts a fresh toner on it as well. So yeah, as I said, it took maybe like 3 bleaching sessions to get it this colour, what I wanted. I kind of never expected that I'd be able to go this blonde to begin with when I kind of first went to see Grace and she was explaining what we do. So it's taken kind of 3 sessions to get it like this, and then once every 12 weeks I go back. I'm usually in the hairdressers about 4 hours, which is quite a long time, just because it takes, we have a lot of foils that I have put in, and then we have to wait for them to develop, and then wash them out, and then she usually gives it a trim, and then they style it afterwards. But like, they always make you feel really welcome at Bleach, and it's just quite like nice just hanging out at the salon, and it doesn't really feel like 4 hours. But yeah, it is like half a day that I have to spend in there getting it done. So now I thought I'd kind of just talk about how I guess like my care routine for my hair. A lot of people kind of ask me what products I use and kind of how I style it, kind of my wash routine. So I thought I'd just go over some of the products that I like and kind of how I use them in the process of kind of doing my hair. So yeah, I'll get started with the shampoo and conditioner that I use. So I usually wash my hair, I guess it depends what I'm up to during the week. If I'm going out on a night after work, maybe 3 times a week. I'd say that when I had my natural darker hair, it kind of required less maintenance. I could leave it like a week without washing it, it was fine. But now, my hair was dry anyway, and now because of the bleach on it, it's actually quite a lot drier, so I have to kind of bear that in mind when I'm buying products and kind of what I use, and when I'm planning kind of when I'm going to wash my hair. So in terms of shampoo, I'm not that specific of what I use at the minute. I'm actually using the Pantene Pro V Breakage Defense one, which is a new shampoo that's come out, so I thought I'd try it. I quite like it. I haven't found an amazing shampoo that's really good for my hair. So yeah, if you guys know anything that's really good for kind of dry, curly hair. I've used so many like salon brands and kind of drugstore brands, but this one is root to tip strength, so yeah, it's kind of good for my hair to kind of keep it on top form. So another product I'm really loving at the minute, and it's one that Grace from Bleach recommended to me, and it's an intensive conditioner for my hair, which I kind of need to use like once a week, and it is the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer, and it just comes in a little pot like this, and it's quite different to all the other intensive conditioners that I've used, because you use it before you wash or condition your hair. So you just, before you're planning on washing your hair, you just rinse your hair and then you apply this product all over, and then I usually leave it on for about 20 minutes wrapped in a hot towel, and then you rinse that off, and then you go on to shampoo and condition your hair as normal. And I actually used this morning, and my hair's super dry, but it's just made it not as dry, a bit softer, and then easier to style and manage. It's quite an expensive product. I think this is maybe like £30–35. I'll put a link to it in the down bar, but I really recommend it, and you don't need a massive amount, and as I say, you just use it kind of once a week, once every 10 days. So yeah, this is my kind of new favourite product at the minute, and it's the best intensive conditioner that I've used, and like, trust me, I've got really dry hair and I've used a lot of different ones, so this is one I'd really recommend. And I also use the Bleach London Silver Shampoo and Conditioner, again about once every week or every other wash, and that just helps to take the brassiness out of the blonde, and it's just a really nice, quite like affordable silver shampoo and conditioner. So yeah, I really recommend that one as well. I'll put some links in all the products I mentioned. I'll put the links in the down bar, so if you guys want to check them out, read more about them, or find out how much they cost and where to buy them, all the info will be down there. So yeah, I usually use the intensive shampoo and intensive conditioner once a week. Wash my hair usually about 3 times a week, and then in terms of styling my hair, I prefer to let it dry as naturally as possible, but I'm always in a rush and my hair takes so long to dry. I mean, my hair's not massively thick, but just because it's curly, it just takes so long to dry. So as soon as I've rinsed off the conditioner, I usually put it up in a towel to try and get as much moisture out of my hair as I can. And then the first product I use when it's still really damp is this one. So this is Catwalk by Tiggy, and it is the Curls Rock Amplifier. So it kind of defines and separates the curls, and you literally need like the tiniest amount because it's really quite sticky, and if you put too much on, it can leave your hair kind of clumped together and a bit sticky in texture. So again, just a really good product. I just use literally a pea-sized amount, rub it in my hands, and then just rub it all over my wet hair. And then I usually try and leave my hair to dry 50%, and then I'll just finish it off with a diffuser. So I just use a really big diffuser, and then I'll put a couple of more products in before I start diffusing. So my favourite products kind of for blow drying at the minute is another bedhead Tiggy one, and this is the Superstar, and it's called Superstar Blow Dry Lotion for thick, massive hair. I wouldn't necessarily say it gives thick, massive hair, but it's just quite a nice blow drying lotion to use, and it smells really good. It's really kind of, I don't know if you see, watery in texture, so again, you just need like a tiny amount, rub it in your hands, and I just rub it particularly on the ends of my hair, just through the mid to end length, and just before I start blow drying. And then kind of on the top root of my hair, I actually use another product, which is the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Hairspray. I've kind of read a lot of love and hate about this product. I really like it. I really like the licorice smell it has, but I know that's put some people off. But again, it's a really kind of watery hairspray that you just use on damp or wet hair. So I just spritz it just kind of under the roots, just at the root and kind of under the top layers of my hair, just before I blow dry it with a diffuser, just to kind of give that volume. In terms of other styling stuff, once my hair is kind of completely dry, my hair, if I kind of slow diffuse it, which is probably kind of the best option for my hair, it gives me kind of tight curls. It stops the frizziness in the curls, but they're a bit tighter than this. So I usually just go over them with kind of a hair tong. I think it's a 19mm hair tong that I've got. I think it's a Babyliss one. And I'll just go over some of the curls at the top, just to kind of add a bit more definition and just to give my hair a bit more bounce, and so it's a bit more textured and layered. And then I'll use a dry shampoo or kind of the thickening hair powder. I'll link below to some of my favourite ones that I like, just to give a bit of volume to it. But the only bad thing about them is that they're quite drying on my hair. So then kind of the last product that I put on my hair is another Bumble and Bumble one, and it is called Brilliant Time. And it's kind of a hair polishing cream, that kind of gives a bit of definition to your hair. So I use this just right at the end, and again, a really small amount. I think you just need to use this sparingly, otherwise it can make your hair a bit sticky. Just work it into my hands and then just put it through kind of the ends of my hair to just bring out a bit of definition in the curls. And then I'm kind of good to go. I usually kind of carry some products in my bag with me to top up when I'm out and about. So this Bumble and Bumble one is one that's kind of always in my handbag. And then I use Elnet, just a little Elnet hairspray in my bag, and then usually a thickening volumizing powder just to give it a spritz when I'm kind of out and about during the day. The more product I find I put on my hair, it kind of drags my hair down and makes it even drier, which means that I'm then going to have to wash it kind of the next day or the day after. I feel like the less product I use on my hair, the longer it can last without sort of between washes. Cool, well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope that kind of answered a lot of the questions that you maybe had about my hair. I know that's kind of covered a lot of the questions. I get people tweeting me or writing on my Instagram. If you've got any other questions, I'll leave all my contact details in the down bar, so just feel free to get in touch. If you've got any hair related questions, or if you want to see me do a specific video on anything else, and all the products that I've named or other stuff that I think might be good for coloured hair, bleached hair, or just kind of curly, coarse, thick hair, or specifically dry hair, which mine is. I'll leave all the details in the down bar, so you guys can go to the links if you want to buy any of the products. So cool, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you soon.